How you doing, Ralph here, Ralphy Customs. We're back on our cars, our next Sportster. Regular readers will know that we've got as far as this, making this plate. It's going to sit somewhere around there and be removable. And how we're going to remove it is we're going to set these Roddy McDowell's through tubes. We're going to set tubes in the tube that go through and then bolt the bracket on. Yeah, we're going to have one about there. And I've one about so I'll get and make one on the lathe. Righto, I've got a 16mm mild bar that don't really want to go in there. It's a bit long. Could do with spider. Spiders seem to be the thing if you watch the same channels as me. Lathe spiders are all the rage. That's what all the hip kids are making at the minute. It's an inch and a half. Yeah. So, I've not got a fucker, so this might wobble about a little bit, but we're only going to bore it down and part it off. It's no great shakes. I know, so as always, the fresh dollop of lube, in with the centre drill, get this bad boy started. Right, so, and in with the 8.5. Which we need to drill to a depth of 40mm. And that's going to go a little something like that. There we go, we're through that now. I can feel that we're no longer drilling where the centre drill was. We're drilling into virgin ground, boys. I'll get that down to 40mm. I should have pointed out that I'd already faced it off before. I left that little dimple in because I'm going to be drilling it out. I'd already made one, hadn't I? You saw the one I prepared earlier. Yeah? So, what I'm going to do is give that a quick clean up. Although you don't see any of it, I still like it a bit cleaner. So, go in there with the MRAT. Don't try this at home. I'll catch that edge while I'm at it. Like that. In fact, I'll break that. Good file. And now I want 1.5 inches. Very nice. So that is. That's me on fruits. So I'll lock off my carriage. Off camera, get some lube in, and go for it. We'll get it parted off, then we'll spin it round, deburr the hole in the edge, and the job's a fucking fish. There we go, that should break off. I'll just touch on that face, look. Like that. No, yeah, there it goes. Give that a quick kiss while we're at it. Same with that edge, and then the inside of the hole. Snorted. Right, pay attention 007, so we've marked where we want these two Roddy McDowell's to go through, and we can't really get in with the old fucking DeWalt. It's a bit of a chunky monkey when it comes to hitting this bottom one because it's on the bench. Now, we could absolutely do the top one, bolt it up, weld it on there, you know, get it how we want it, and do that later, do that secondary. But I reckon we'll get in with the old fucking air drill. Now, I've had this baby a long time. It's older than most of you watching. It's probably not older than most of you watching. But I've had it a while, and I think I'm in with a chance. I'm not though, am I? It's a bit of fucking ice there, Ralfy. Not cheese. I'm not going to get it, am I? I was looking forward to using this. I'll go through with the preliminary. We'll go through with the pilot drill and see how we feel. A bit like an hooligan, that's how we feel. But there's a bit of slop on the old fucking offshore in these, so you should be able to level it up. Let's see. Go again. I'm going to straighten that up. Like so. And then we'll definitely be swapping to the DeWalt for the actual hole saw, because that there does spins a bit quick, I think. Like so. Yeah, even on number 2. This is a lot smoother, a lot slower. Trying to centre that up. It's running up a little bit. And now my battery's gone. But you get the idea. Righto, with those in place, look, I won't show you how I got the bottom one, but it was very sneaky, involving the DeWalt and the fucking 3/8 extension and socket that fitted in the end of the fucking hole saw. Yeah, so we've done that without incident. Now what I did do, before I drilled the big hole at the bottom one, I went through the pilot and marked it. Don't ask me why I didn't do the top one, because I don't fucking know. I guess I figured I couldn't hold it properly in 2 places and get it like. So what I'll do, I'll drill that out. I'm seriously tempted to thread that 6/8 and then put a nut on the back. Drill it 6/8 and thread it 8mm and put a nut on the back. Or just put a nut on the back, Ralfy. Yeah. Right, the mighty Meddings with an 8mm clearance is how we've decided to get to the grips with this one. So we already made ourselves a nice little index to work to. What I'll do then is bolt it back on and mark through for the top one. And I might look at reprofiling it just to suit the holes that are there. Might not actually. Might fucking not, we'll see. Anyway, let's get this bolted on. Yeah, bolted back up, and then we'll see what's what. Righto, pot picker. So that one's through and bolted. Excuse me, drilled through and bolted. This one's a floater. Look. But what I'll do, I'll get a MIG in and I'll get a tack on here, and then a tack on here. I just want to get that how I want it, and then we'll go through with a transfer punch and mark this one up, and then we'll look at profiling that bracket if we want to, like. So that, my old fruit is bolted through. We've not welded properly, like. We've tacked it up. I've got one through. That one's just placed in. It lines up lovely. That's all nipped up and tweaked. So that plate will fuck off out of the way so the engine can come out this side. Oh, there's that thing. This is going to be the biggest. It needs to get this through the hole. So yeah, I'm saving that till last. I think we're going to look at this. I'm going to flip this over or something similar and see about using it for an head steady. Sorry for the bad filming. And they use these for head steadies when they're rubber mounted, but they're only to stop it fucking tracking about like. I don't think they have one here. Again, sorry for the bad filming. So we might not bother with them. We might still. I know Buells, Carl was telling me Buells do something, but Buells won't have a fucking top mount like that if they don't have one standard, will they? So, we'll see. We'll see what's what. Don't forget, folks,
Our fuck stock stickers are now available in our Etsy store, link in the description below. Fuck stock, you know it makes sense.
So we're on with the front mount. I'm going to cut myself up a nice chunk of this every wall fucking CDS tube. You can fire a fucking bullet through that. Tough stuff, indeed. Come on. Any minute now. And we've got a lathe fucking turning over nice and slowly. Just to get warmed up. It's fucking freezing in here again today. Let's have that. And into quick mode. Now we'll chuck this up. And I'm just going to face it up and part off some pieces at 25mm long. She's going to go a little something like this. Get her faced up. Nice and clean, like so. Like that. Check that I've got it all. Yep. The massive fucking Raymond burr on the inside. Might have to tool it away. Let's see if this will do it. Yeah. No, there's still a bit of an edge there, look. I believe to put a tool in. Oh no. The problem is, it sounds cuntish, but my fingers are that cold, I can't fucking tell. Right, switch out my tool in quickly, because I don't want to bore you all any more than I normally fucking do. And we want 25mm. Sorry, I'm banging the camera there, bad work. So we'll touch on that face, look. Like so. Zero my readout. We'll go along 28. 28.25. I normally leave that 0.25 extra, which is 10th out, which is standard. And then we'll fucking touche away. Now Marcus. Touche away. We'll have to chuck this up the other way around and break that edge and get rid of that burr, but there you go. Bob's your answer. Rightio there, so I'm going to change this phone case because this one's wank. It keeps giving me fucking greasy camera lens because it covers over the camera lenses. It's like it's all encapsulating thing that you can't see, obviously, because the phone's in. Yeah, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Right, so I've got them done. I digressed. They're on and bolted up nice. I didn't want to make them too big because of where they sit on the head. He's not happy for a big thing. I could have done them fatter and turned it down where it goes on the head. True, yeah, could have done that. But that CDS tube is just so fucking lovely and so convenient that I decided to use that. What I'll end up doing now is probably making a plate that spans these, yeah, and kicks this way a bit. That's what I'm thinking. And then put a piece of tube in to join these together and have a mount or two underneath to catch that plate. That's what I've got in my head. So let's see how we get on with that. Righto, so got ourselves a bit of flap. I need a bit of lube on it. Got ourselves a new centre drill in the also. Yeah. And we're hoping, we're hoping that this drills itself through without any dramas. Like fucking so actually. It's pretty good. So, boosh. There we go. So we'll do the same with the other end. Bastard. Yeah, wow, that's hot. Who knew? Who knew that would be so fucking hot? So we'll line that up. Like so. We'll touch it on that stop. We will loosely clamp it. Because, to be fair, this don't quite reach. And we'll lube it up. Like fucking so. way she goes, Captain. This should then slip over those two fucking bosses that I've just bolted to the engine. And we can then make a bracket out of it. So bear with. Boosh. Sorted. Right, there they are. Look, what I'm going to do is cut them off halfway and put a bend in. I'm going to measure back about 2 inches. Yeah, 1 3/4 maybe from the end. And I'm going to put a slight bend in. I'm going to trim that end off, fuck off, so that'll just be left with a U shape if it'll focus. And then fit that to the 2 bits that I've just turned on the lathe. Alright, so over to the little Smith's bit of press. And we're going to have a guesstimate. An angle of a dangle. Yeah. Like that, but we have got the old fucking angle finder general, so we'll go, just move that across, there we go, that's where we want to be, whatever that is, don't really matter. That is 37 degrees, 36.5 degrees, with about, how many pumps did you count? Because I lost fucking count, you know, in all the excitement. Was it 5 or was it 6? Who fucking knows? Let's have a look. Square that up. Give it 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck it in a bit. See what happens. Oh, that eyeballs, that looks good on the eyeballs. Let's see on the fucking, the old angle finder general. No. It's a little bit over, which is not that back in the vise. Oh, actually, we'll just give this one a little bit more. So, make sure that's high. Get down on it. A little bit more. Bob's your answer, I reckon. Now we'll get them ends trimmed off and see how that sits on the fucking engine. Rightio there, so that's that tacked in and squared up and made fucking right. Next thing is a bit of a brace here somewhere, and then 1 or 2 off here. Might go 1. Might go 1 big one. I don't know. Don't fucking know. We'll see. See what the fucking. See how it goes. I love this R&D on the fly, don't you? See, it's the pants engineer, Nick Collier calls it, and he's fucking right. Okie fucking dokie. So, with that in place, just gonna face up this. Get rid of that fucking divot. Here as fuck it is squaring. Like so, let me just change my feed and speed. Right, see where we are with this. I want 25 mil, and it wants to be 28 mil, sorry, 28 mil long. So we'll just rip a bit, look, rip a bit tater chip. I'm shouting because the space heater's on, and you probably can't even hear it. That is 26.8, look, there, so digital readout, spot on. We want 25, which is there. We'll touch off, which is there, and go for it, look. And this needs to be 28 mil long, so let's see what's happening. 1 and 1/8, that is 28.4, but not too bothered. Oh yeah, look at that, we're going for it. Happy days. Here we go. 23, 24, 26, 27, 28 is there, right? And now we're going to take a bit down to 19, 20, we'll call it 20, which is there. And this is just so it looks pretty. So go, leave a flange for there on the other end, somewhere about there. So 20 by 20 that'll be, which is there. Come on, there. Right, just fucking jumper that up a little bit. Break that edge and break that edge. And then we need to part it off, so I'm going to move you around, hold on. Here we go then. We'll get this cut straight off, now we can face it up. Pick it up, flip it round, face it up, and then drill and tap it M10. And that's going to get welded onto the bit of flat that you've just been looking at. That's going to be the receptacle to the threaded bit on this engine mount. That's fucking hot. Who knew? Bastard. Right. So, get rid of that. Break off that nipple. No misses. Just take this down like so. There goes that big burry bit that we're left on. Boosh. That's that. Break this edge. Like that. And then get ready to drill and, there we go, happy days, get ready to drill and tap it. Righto, centre drill time, little bit of lube, because that's what separates us from the animals. I'll just do a quick check and see who's actually fucking paying attention while I'm doing this shit, because I know some of you are and some of you aren't. Now at time of filming I've got a fucking bowel obstruction, I'm not even joking. I've got blockage in my bowel and I'm fucking feeling dog fucking rough. I've tried all sorts of shit to get rid of the shit, if it is shit. I hope it is, I hope it's nothing else, because that'd be a bit bad. You know, my stepmom's actually dying of bowel cancer while I'm filming this, so on a serious note, let's fucking send her lots of love and my dad lots of love and all the rest of it. And hope that I've got nothing approaching what she's fucking got, bless her. There's no indications to say I have. Anyway, this fucking bastard thing for bowel blockage, so fucking painful. You think it's a funny thing, don't you? I do. You know, you say constipation and you're like, oh, have some prune juice, have some this, that and the other. Well, that's all bollocks. I'm not a fibre fan, am I? Too many carbs. No. I took some other stuff, more than I should have, I think, or approaching the maximum amount, and it's not fucking done it yet. So, let's see what happens, and see who comments on my bowel blockage. There you go, that's oversharing it, it's finest. Righto, so, with that machined up, you can slow everything down a good deal. And introduce the machine tab that's just spinning, because I've forgotten to give the holder a bit of a love tap, which I will now do off camera. Let me know if you hear it. Oh, the light went out. Fucking hell, it's haunted. So yeah, love tap into the fucking taper, and there she blows, Captain. Got some curly whirlies. I need this to go all the way through because it's going to be welded on from this side, but this is the right side to hold it while I'm machining it. So let's just reverse things and send it out. Fucking happy days. Back to that, a quick blow on, and now we can look at making the corresponding part that's going to take the M10 bolts. Rightio there. That little montage you've just seen has ended up in this situation. So we've got the threaded boss that's going to be welded to this plate, that's going to be welded to these that sell to the head. We've got a little stainless there. Is that last bit you saw me machining there? Look, a little stainless, ow, it's hot, spacer. And then we've got the big Roddy McDowell going through the bit of tubing that we've just placed in. So that ties them together nicely, oink, oink there, and ties that in there nicely. And fucking hell, that ain't going nowhere, you know what I mean? Next up, we'll look at this. We'll look at addressing this, maybe making a new strap that goes across here, and then more of the machining goodness to have an head steady there. And then we're on to the dreaded. Yeah, as it is. Yeah, there you go. So, with this removed, which was a bit of a cunt, let's use power tools, we can see that obviously it's unusable. It won't, you can't make it fit upside down, you dickhead, because of the angle of the dangle. What we're going to do is replace it with a bit of, well, with a bit of that, set the juggler. Here we go. What we're going to do is replace it with a bit of this. That's going to sit about like that with a bend each end. We can use this as a template to get the bends. Get the bends. We might have to profile it slightly to miss the old tin sandwich, the rocker boxes, and we'll probably drill a fixed hole one end and a slotted hole the other end, as per. There, look, that's a slot. That's not, because as it comes down, once you get the bolts in, the wider apart when it's up in the air like that, and lower down when it's lower down, easier to fit. Makes it easier to fit. That's what I'm trying to fucking say. And from there, we can look at putting a threaded boss on here and a nice bracket or something to cop this, like, so we'll have a or a countersunk boss or something similar, maybe a threaded, and a nice little fucking up and over a bit of that quarter plate that's living on the table over there, look. Yeah, I'll get these bent up off camera. It's not great cinnamon, it don't film well bending with my little press brake, look. So like I say, we'll use that one as a Simon template to get the angle of the dangle that we need, and we'll get these bent up. Alright, that's bent up. Just drill it through with my newly sharpened 10.5. Probably not sharpened it to the best of my abilities, but sorry, I have sharpened it to the best of my abilities, but there's people out there who can make a better job than me. Anyway, let's fucking angle that down a bit. I'll bear with. Something about like that. It'd help if the return spring on the mighty Meddings was more functional, but it's not, so it is what it is, isn't it? Here we go then, fresh hole, straight in, no pilot, 10.5. I'm going to slot this one, I think, or the other one, whichever one it is. So we'll get our drill through like that, and then crack on. Fuck me. I don't know why I'm laughing. These cramps are fucking horrendous. Right, that's fucking, there you go. That bolt's on there now. We're going to mark it here, just to give yourselves a bit of clearance so it's not tight against the rocker cover. Then we'll shape those cutouts and then look at this dingleberry. Righto, I'm going to cut this short now because we're on the half hour. If you want to see how I get on, give us a sub and a like and you can follow along. Yeah, it just leaves me as always to say thanks for watching. Check out all the bump in the description below where you can see all sorts of good channels and all sorts of good merch and all sorts of good shit. Yeah, I will catch you on the next one. Lots of love everyone. I'll see you soon.